97.5 FM, Hot Like Pepper, Multicultural Radio.
Power to the listeners.
It is now time for Major News to the Hour, brought to you by Crystal Beverages Company, Super Quality Supermarket, Sheikh Lisha Limited, and the Trinidad and Tobago News Day.
This is news to 3 p.m. on U97.5, Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. I am Aruna Bansi. Good afternoon. Man throws himself off a Maloney building to escape the police. A man threw himself off the third floor of a Maloney building this morning to escape the police. The man jumped off the building while being interviewed by the police following a violent incident in the community. The man was held again by the police and later warded at the Arima Hospital. The police had responded to reports of a disturbance and later detained two men aged 22 and 23 years of age. The officers seized a pistol and several rounds of ammunition. In other crime news, a 14-year-old boy and a 49-year-old man have been shot at Dinsley in Tacarigua. Both are being treated at Mount Hope Hospital in serious condition. In still other crime matters, 24-year-old Aaron McLean has been shot while sitting in a car at Pleasantville. Five COVID-19 patients remain at Cora Hospital. There are now only 5 people hospitalized in Trinidad and Tobago with the COVID-19 virus. This update was provided today by the Ministry of Health, which said the patients are being treated at Cora Hospital. 3 people have been discharged, the ministry said. There remains 133 people who were tested positive for the virus and 8 deaths. Infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci said the country has not yet gotten over the first wave of the disease. More than 3 million people have been infected in the U.S. The number of infections in Brazil has topped 1.7 million. Meanwhile, Health Minister Terence Dayal Singh has denied the government is selective in deciding who is permitted to return home. The country's borders have been closed since March 22nd. There are more than 3,000 applications from nationals seeking to return to Trinidad and Tobago. Bar operators are agitated over the government's decision to close their businesses at 8. Stated a demand for a rolling back of the opening hours. They claim the government is being in the midst of allegations of mass gatherings at certain bars. Full pay for police officers sent on leave. 7 police officers who were sent on administrative leave this week are to receive full pay. The policemen were on Tuesday asked to take leave for 3 months. In the first instance, the decision of the Police Commissioner, Gary Griffith, follows a request from the Police Complaints Authority for the ended in connection with 3 Morval youths. The Police Complaints Authority is investigating the killings. Meanwhile, Mr. Griffith said he was being sarcastic on Tuesday when he suggested a gun amnesty for gangsters. Several Pinal and Barapur farmers have suffered losses as a result of floods earlier this week. Vegetable Queenum and surrounding areas reported that their crops were washed away in Tuesday's heavy flash floodings. Local government representatives say the value of the losses is being tallied. Councillor Dipti Ramnath has called for construction of a retention wall at Haggard Trace off Pinal Rock Road. Barry Patharat, Princestown candidate for the United National Congress, says he is holding virtual meetings with his campaign team while he is still in Miami. Mr. Patharat said he would return to Trinidad and via Antigua. He has been in Miami since late March. He is one of 39 UNC candidates selected to contest the August 10th general election. Port workers are keeping up their campaign for payment of outstanding wages. Workers have payments of money which they said is owed for 2014. Michael Anisette, leader of Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union, claims the port's management has refused to meet to discuss the matter. Mr. Anisette, wages pertain to a collective agreement covering 2014 to 2017. That was news to 3 p.m. on U97.5 Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. Up 2020 with Mr. Ken Ali and Miss Anduki. I am Aruna Bansi. Good afternoon.
To the hour, brought to you by Crystal Beverages Company, Super Quality Supermarket, Sheikh Lisha Limited, and the Trinidad and Tobago News Day.
The issues of the day, the newsmakers, the best analysis, your views. Join U975 Multicultural Radio from Monday to Thursdays for the best discussions on the issues that matter to you. Journalists Ken Ali and Ann Dukey talk to top personalities, give you breaking news, and provide quality commentary. Be in the book that matters. Only on U975 Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. Visit Eddie's Pharmacies Limited newest location inside JTA Supermarket, C3 Center, Current Village, San Fernando. They offer blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and pregnancy testing, as well as all pharmaceutical products and over-the-counter drugs, along with CDAP prescriptions. Sagicor Carry Care International Medical Card, Guardian Life Provider Card, and Republic Bank points are all accepted at their 3 locations of Eddie's Pharmacy Limited. RS Building, Rocha Douglas Road, Barrapo, GN Building in Pinal, and Village, San Fernando.
Hello, I am Rajendra Ramprasad, your PNM candidate for Couva South. I ask for your support to take Couva South into government and to improve the quality of life for all of us. I have specific plans to create jobs, to improve agriculture, to revive Point Lisas, and to develop also to enhance security. As a person born in Dow Village, California, and started my education at Esperanza Presbyterian School, I want to use my years as a successful businessman and with you to make our communities better. I ask for your vote on August the 10th. Vote Rajendra Ramprasad, the right choice for a better Couva South. Vote PNL.
KY's Electrical Supplies Limited of Southern Main Road Electrical Supplies, water heaters, filters and water pumps, plus all parts for Gould, Pentax and Leo pumps. Choose from leading brands such as Cooper, Varma, BT Sino, Leviton and General Electric. Call 665-6954 for more information. KY's Electrical Supplies Limited of Southern Main Road, Canoopia.
It is back. Talk Your Talk is back. This is Mukesh Baburam inviting you to join me right here on U975 FM for the return of Talk Your Talk from 6 to 9 p.m. Enjoy your favorite segments and feel free to make your comments as we journey together. So join Ma'am for Talk Your Talk.
Join us on the journey to the polls. Find out about the candidates, the campaigns, the promises, and much more. You can now listen to your daily dose of politics, Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. right here on U97.5 Trail Radio.
U975 FM Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio is coming to you, all loyal listeners, and we're bringing goodies too. That's right, the U975 FM family is taking over the streets with our bandwagon. Starting this Saturday, 11th July, of Raw Power, powered by Randy B Sound Company, passing in your area. We start in Couva, then head along the Southern Main Road into Chabonas. Felicity, you will not be left out. We will be passing through your area. And then we head to Monroe Road, Bokal, and Caroni with a smashing after party.
Sponsored by Balloon Engineering Company Limited, Crystal Waters, Petersfield Hardware, Limer's Bar, Pawan Wholesalers, Super Quality Supermarket, Jyoti's Puja Store, Daupan Trading Company Limited, and of Sangre Grande.
3:11 in Trinidad and Tobago, this Thursday, 9th day of July 2020. Thank you very much for being with us on this frequency on this day, Thursday. Good weather, better than we've had some days, although we're seeing that there's some warnings certainly up the islands and so on. We'll talk about that as we go on, but a fair day in Trinidad and Tobago. We thank you for being with us throughout the day, and we thank our colleagues throughout the day. We thank Karuna for the 3 p.m. newscast. She'll be back at 4 p.m. with a comprehensive newscast, and then at 6 p.m. it's News and Current, which of course has more to do with this general election coming up on August 10th. We talk the issues and we get you involved on the discussions, and we interview some newsmakers. And Duki, my name is Ken Ali. We're alongside Shiva Para. Our listeners, wherever you are, in whichever part of the world, we thank you very much. You could also, you know that you could also access us on 975 Radio Affairs. Until the 6 p.m. hour, we're talking about the politics, we're talking about the candidates, the issues, and we are no holds barred, as you know. We call the issues as we see it, and we embrace as many of your calls and your suggestions into the discussions. And we thank you very much for making us the #1 talk show on afternoon. We seek to be fair and balanced and dispassionate, and more than anything else, we let you drive the discussions. Well, today, a number of things happening. We could start with the politics, some developments. The Prime Minister announcing that he will invite international observers. We'll hear more of that as we go on. There's this we hear about, well, PNM, it's full slate. The NNV, that's the new National Vision, as its PNM is due to come in later in the week via Antigua. And there are, there are walkabouts every which way, wherever you are. Press is reporting about certain candidates. So that has made itself to the national press. We, of course, could talk about that. So those are some of the developments in the politics. We'll get back to them and others as we move on. Crime, as ever, in Trinidad and Tobago. A number of major crimes taking place. You're hearing about that in the newscast. And protests from port workers, protests from nurses, protests from bar operators who want to have the right to open longer. They went outside. They're holding a protest. Some of the matters. We have others to talk about. But on a good note, we want to join with the world in acknowledging the 85th birthday of the mighty Sparrow. Sparrow turns 85. He has been part of the soundtrack of our lives. No matter how long you've been alive, no matter where you've been, once you have Trini blood in your vein, the mighty Sparrow is part of your life. You can't deny that. And there have been others who've contributed, but none of that takes away from the mighty Sparrow. He's 85 today. In fact, Anne and I want to play some of his music, and we want to ask you if you have a special Sparrow song. We can't play all of them. Sparrow was one of the most recorded artists in the world. The most is Lata Mangeshkar, but he's nowhere near her until he stopped recording about 2 decades ago. He had really among the most recorded music in the world. The mighty Sparrow, we acknowledge him, we herald him, we wish him a happy 85th birthday. We are losing our heroes, our musical heroes, and we're happy to say happy birthday to Sparrow. We lost Sam Budram just a few days ago, and he too was a very heavily recorded artist. He had a lot of recordings.
Over 6,000
Yes, and we are losing them. So as much as we have, whatever stream of entertainment you are in, we acknowledge them. And we thank them for entertaining us through the years. So we will play some Sparrow music. You call, tell us what some of the songs of the Mighty Sparrow that impacted your lives throughout his entire career, a career that began in the mid-1950s as far back as that. So there must have been some songs that for various reasons that the Mighty Sparrow sang that they had a really good day today, bowling out the English team and so on. We talk about that. So a lot of matters for us again. So our telephone numbers are 6. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken and Mr. Ann.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I would say that I am Sparrow's #1 fan, and we share a close birthday of this month too. That's Tuesday.
Is there a
so
Sparrow
we're on the
song?
same planet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the calypso of the slow music, and that I'll give you 2, and maybe Ann could. I did it my way. The one that Frank
Yeah, that's Frank Sinatra.
That was, I think, that was overall his #1 slows, right? His own heart.
Only a fool. You know that?
Yeah. So and take care and play those 2.
Yeah, Only a Fool was #1 in Europe for many weeks. You know.
Yes. I mean, he was a maestro at what he did, man.
Maestro, yeah, you're right.
He was ambassador worldwide for Sonified.
Yes.
Great man, very great man. And do you know, Ken? Junior Sammy Group of Companies. Did you know when Kamala and them was they give him a gift of $1 million?
Yeah, when he was in the hospital.
Yes.
To pay his hospital bills.
Babs wrote a check for him for $1 million, man.
Mm-hmm.
I say hats off to my longtime good friend Junior Sammy, man.
Oh, he's the one who wrote the check.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in hospital in New York.
Great heart, eh? Yeah, Junior Sammy, his nickname is Babs. He has a great heart, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Right. Just before I go, can you see what I've been telling you, that you have a leader, give her a chance, trust in her, and she will give you your returns in gold. And you're seeing it panning out now. Look at the Moruga situation last night. It's all over. Send a video clip to you. So, otherwise I would have sent it. And where in St. Joseph and all those places, you see the brilliancy of our leader being meted out to the public. With that, I say thanks, right?
And thank you for your call. Thank you very much. Only a fool breaks his own heart. I did it my way is, of course, the Frank Sinatra song. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mighty Sparrow. Happy birthday.
Yes, that's great. Do you have a special Sparrow song?
My special Sparrow song is The Old Man, the Little Boy, and the Donkey. I don't know if that is it, but please.
Yeah, The Old Man, the Little Boy, and the Donkey. There's a story in that song, you know.
Yes, I love it. If you find it, play it for the nation.
All right. Well, I'm making a request publicly to Anne. So you see, if we played it because of Anne, I joined the appeal too. Because yeah, thank you so much for your call. Yeah, there's a great story in that song, Anne. If you don't know it, when we play it, you'll realize it. Really, what he is saying, don't try to please anybody. Just try to please yourself. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ali.
Good afternoon, yeah.
Good afternoon, Anne, and to the listeners.
Afternoon.
I was remembering a song just now, but it just slipped me. Have somebody like in-house to monitor.
In fact, he's in the studio. His name is Shiva.
You mentioned it a while ago.
Shiva Parasram is his name. He's an expert in this business.
We are live.
Yeah, we are live there. He's here all the time. In fact, he almost lives here. He says 7 days a week. He works very hard. He's very competent.
I turn on the radio and I will do my work. And when you say I want to relax, then I will go on my computer and I will get on to you, get on to who, get on to other people.
Well, if you have missed the show, you could always go back on YouTube, on RC.
Because, I was just wondering, because, some people, they spend many, many hours on it. I really don't, unless if I go to relax, and I do it on the bed. I put a computer on the bed and I do it and whatever. But other than that, I have the radio on, listening to different talk show, listening to different issues where it is, you can make an input and make a difference in someone's life. I love for you. I get the blessing and the reward. Yeah. I don't gain it. I don't really gain it when it is I do. It doesn't have to be I know someone. Because you remember, I think it was before Eid, where a gentleman from procedures call, and he give his name and number, and I make contact with him. And hello?
Mm-hmm. We are hearing you.
I don't have to know someone personally to do something for them, because we are on earth.
Oh, we seem to have lost you now.
Hello?
Okay. All right. Okay. Can call us back later. Just want to
I
acknowledge.
found the song, Ken.
Huh?
I found the
You
song.
found the song. All right. In fact, one of our regular listeners just sent me a note asking for two songs. One is Education, and the other one is Steel Beam. What's the name of the song I told you? And that's the correct name. Steel Beam is not the correct name.
We like it so.
From Tarande Bagwandine.
Which I've pulled up also.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Kenna Ann.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Swamba here.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
I'm all right. But I want to say happy birthday to Sparrow, too.
Uh-huh.
And could I request a song?
Yes.
Like only a fool breaks his one heart.
Yes, yeah, we will play that for. If Anne doesn't find it, I will sing it.
Can I find a lot of people like this song?
No, that's a great song. If Anne doesn't find it, I will sing it. How about that?
Oh boy, we don't want thunderstorms.
I will come like King, the man who sang on Mukesh's show. In fact, I could call Mukesh tonight and sing. Good afternoon to you.
I think he's
Ali, education.
Good afternoon.
Song. Hello?
Yes, we are hearing you.
It is.
Yes, that was in the late 50s.
Easy man for them.
Kennedy, easy man for them, yeah.
Well, that is Galim Studio. Should play that.
We'll try and pull that up too. You have to play several songs this evening.
Right? If
No, we're having a musical show.
We won't have a musical show. But we'll continue that into tomorrow. By the way, we're here tomorrow too. So we play.
Oh, Lord.
No, we will play some Sparrow tomorrow too. So we will relax with that too. Right? So I'm taking note of all the requests. Thanks. Good afternoon. 636-7547 227-5739. If you came in late, we are acknowledging the 85th birthday of the Calypso King of the world.
The man played King today,
Okay. Good. Right. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Duki and Mr. Ali.
Good afternoon.
Well, Mr. Ali, as we talking music, let me do the obituaries. The guy who did the musical score for all these spaghetti
Yes,
westerns,
he died at 90-something.
At 91.
And the good, the bad, and the ugly. I went back and I listened to it. Is it? That
Died
is
at
it.
91.
Yeah, I think he was an Italian, was he?
Italian, yeah.
Italian, yeah. Those who call him Italian westerns.
Giuliani or something.
Yes, that's the man. He did for a lot of other.
A lot of spaghetti westerns.
A lot, yeah. That was genius too, eh? That music is, oh gosh, enthralling. You could never get enough of that music.
The bad and the ugly.
Yeah, they got the bad.
Ali, I want to hear, but you ain't going to have all that time to play all this song.
Between today and tomorrow, we'll play.
I want to hear Lulu.
Oh, yes.
You remember Lulu?
Yeah.
How it go? Let me know here if you remember.
Bang, bang, Lulu.
No.
Not that one?
No, not that man.
All right. Well, now what?
Afraid you sing a calypso on me.
No, well, I know.
On me. Victory input, you would win.
Yeah.
Another thing, Mr. Ali, I know yesterday you said we're not going to say anything bad about Izzy Crawford, and I'm not going to.
No. I'm not saying don't say anything. I'm just expressing my opinion.
Punkin, first cousin is my brother.
Right.
Two
no, well, let me say it again. Nobody is above criticism. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I was just saying.
I'm not going to criticize them. I'm going to criticize the PNM and Dr. Rowley for naming him on this committee.
Right.
Because in 1976, when he won the country's first Olympic gold medal, the PNM promised. 20 years later, in 1996, the man still didn't get the house. See, Basil Pandey government to give Crazy Crawford the house in Federation Park.
And to name the stadium after him.
Yes, because during that 20 years, Mr. Pandey had been calling for the stadium to be named after Hazy Crawford. The PNM refused. Imbut said, no way, and link him somewhere along the line with the UNC. It took the UNC and Basil Pandey to name that stadium, the Hazy Crawford Stadium. So when you come now, after all these years, you punish a man for 40-something years, you're coming out to play Mama Guy in Pipina.
No, that's fair comment. And in fact, I agree with you. I agree with you. I certainly, the PNM never treated him well, and you're
never
right.
treated him well, never.
Yeah, and
he was sick some time ago. I never hear you get anything from the PNM.
Yeah.
But you're coming out to add his name now to make to make the committee look like some kind of.
Pandey gave him a house at Federation Park, and all.
UNC who did that.
Yeah, and
after 20 years, they paraded him all through Port of Spain when he got the gold medal. And that, Mr. Ali, that act of deception and ill will and all this sort of thing caused this country not to win the next gold medal for the next 30 World Cup, come and win the javelin, win the gold medal in the Olympics, So that act of deception and ill will and the way how the PNM have this behavior now. That caused us to not for 36 years to go without a gold medal.
It is unfortunate they treated him that way because, I mean, Crawford was always non-political, eh?
Yes.
Crawford was just an athlete and really a decent human being. Hazley Crawford is really an honorable person.
The stadium over the man. As I said, his cousin, his two sisters. My father had a son. Well, we used to go and visit them down on Independence Avenue in San Fernando.
Yeah, they actually live on Harris Street, not far from Independence Avenue.
Yes,
San Fernando.
Street, yeah, I think Archer Street or something.
Yeah,
We used to go to the home and visit them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. Ali, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we take some more calls. We want to play some Sparrow today, so let's hear this caller. Good afternoon to you.
Ken, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Well, I say happy birthday. Yes, I know PNM didn't treat Hazley Crawford in the way he ought to be treated. But Hazley Crawford, like anybody else, have the option to say, at this stage of my life, commit myself to that. So you can't blame him totally and completely.
I don't know if that's what the caller was doing. I think he was saying that the PNM, after ignoring him for many years, now started to mamaga him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look what we saw with Vassan Bharat and the Road to Recovery Committee. But that is a national issue. Road to Recovery is a national issue. You understand? This is, to me, a sectorial issue. And therefore, if Hazley wanted to say, well, look, I'm not interested, he could have said so. I mean, irrespective of who you put, the end result will be the fruits of the plant. And if the plant, then they go blame the whole committee and say the whole committee failed. And the Prime Minister was right the other day when he made a statement that, look, if the people don't want it, you can't force it on them. You understand? So if you put a program in place and they don't want to be part of the program, they have nobody else to blame but themselves.
Somebody sending me a note here saying Crawford's nickname was Raj Paul. Call him Raj Paul.
I hear that.
It's Mervyn Wells from the Express who had called him that. I always wondered how he got that nickname, but it's called him Raj Paul.
Well, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, one day we must ask him. Yeah. All right, Bhavani. Thank you, pal. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Well, wait. The name, we had two DC-9 planes, right?
Yeah, they named one after him and one after Penny.
That's right.
You're right. Yes.
That's right. Now I want to touch a little bit on the gangs. I said right on the station, nothing is going to come out of that committee, and the gang is going to not give up the guns and all of that. I read about that today on the papers. Give Gary a chance for them. Those people, now they say they incorporated all the depressed people in them areas. They're going to fight for them. Them could fight for anybody that's a blasted low-class bandit. Let the dog loose. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Ken?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Dookie.
Afternoon.
Ken, you want to know my nickname?
No, I didn't ask, but if you're volunteering, I have no choice. Oh, no.
Anyway, Ken, I called to deal with my good friend Long Circular. You know, him.
No, I don't. All right.
You reduce him to the position of a doorstop, and he's not that. Let me tell you something, Ken. The little young boys who are 10 and 11, who are good with computers today and understand things, they can go to YouTube now and they can see his Crawford in that magnificent race where he turned his back to the starter, and then he ran the best race that could ever be run in 1976, Montreal gold medal. You know what inspiration it is for you? So not Hazley Crawford is coming to sit down and have a little chat. Who wants to be a sprinter?
No, Eric, I think the point the honorable gentleman was making is successive PNM administrations ignored Hazley Crawford for a long time, and that is a statement of fact.
He went on to say that he was only put there because of X, Y, and Z, as though he has no to produce numbers in relation to what they have done, right? Hazley's going to be an inspiration to people in that area. That's my view.
All right. Before you go, Eric, all songs.
Oh, hey, I like Slave.
Which one? Slave, yes. You know what he did in this? You know what he did in the song Slave? What the historians write a whole book on? He told us in 4 verses and chorus. The entire story of slavery he told us in 4 verses on choral, and the historian times. Yeah, tremendous
and
song.
there was a story that when he sang it on stage in the USA, they had to lock because the people who were for slavery and so didn't want him to sing that song at all. You know?
Yeah, that song shows the majesty of the mighty sparrow. Thank you, Eric.
We can't get another sparrow.
Yeah, indeed, for sure. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to you, Mr. Son. But what Guru was saying, I don't understand. I don't understand if he say anything wrong. You understand? And I want to say it again, right? Look how much years that the PNM supporters give them in the East-West corridor. Look how much years in Lavantil, Mova, Beetham, East-West, North constituency. They didn't have a school. And it's thanks to the honorable leader of the opposition that put a school there and put a health center there. Put a standard thing that Eric should come out and tell people that the failure of his administration, that it's forget the people who put them in power. And they could drive a big-time car like Alwari and Chochong and all them fellas and them, and Rohanson and none of them. You understand? You, the little black boys and the African boys and them in the East-West corridor and put them in power, and what they do? They kick them like a dog, you understand? And then they want to come and highlight other people and the pocket fat. So here's the comfort, you understand? I respect the man. I was young. I remember it good, you understand? But in the end of the day, you understand? Here's the comfort should distance himself from that because the way the PNM treat him, you understand?
Good.
The way they treat them, they should distance themselves from that because in the end of the day, the puppy showing the man. You understand? The puppy showing the man, they're bringing on the man name in his own age. You understand? And this is what we must talk about, my friend. Good. And I want to say something, Mr. Ali. The taxpayers' money that's flowing from Tom, Dick and Harry, you understand? And I want to know from the PLers, we want to get accountability at where the money going. You understand? How come it going for some and not going for the others, my brother? I thank you.
Yeah, let's take another call. We wanted to take a break and we want to play some Sparrow. Let's hear this call. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ken. Hazy is being brought to children hours 44 years too late. When he came back here in 76, little children who were about Hazy Crawford dies when he should be touching hands. He's an old man now. What kind of influence he have on children now? They don't know about Hazy Crawford. And my favorite Sparrow is you and me.
Yes. What's the name of that again?
Want to give the mighty Sparrow the highest award in this country.
Well, he already has it.
Oh, he has it?
Yeah, the Order of Trinidad and Tobago, he has that.
That is one of my favorite calibers. Look how long it was sung. It is true. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's take a break, Anne. And your calls are coming in, but we want to play some Sparrow music, some as the DJ says, some requested music. So we will from those that we have nominated so far from our listeners, we're going to select some of them and play them as we head to 6 p.m. We'll be right back. From our listeners, we're going to select some of them and play them as we head to 6 p.m. We'll be right back.
Visit Eddie's Pharmacies Limited newest location inside JTA Supermarket, C3 Center, Current Village, San Fernando. They offer blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and pregnancy testing prescriptions. Their international medical card, Guardian Life Provider card, and Republic Bank points are all accepted at their 3 locations of Eddie's Pharmacy Limited. RS Building, Rosha Douglas Road, Barrackpore, GN Building in Pinal, and C3 Center, Current Village, San. Kathy's Cool Spot Enterprises Limited, number 86 Pearville, opposite the TSTT Exchange in Mayaro. We special prices on liqueur, wholesale and retail. We are open every day, even on public holidays for your convenience. TT Post services are available here at Kathy's Cool Spot Enterprises Limited of number 86 Pearville, Mayaro, where our friendly staff will be happy to serve you.
C Tool Rentals,
number 77 Bonaventure Road, Gasparillo, for your business and personal tool and rental needs. Available for rent: coring machines, compactors, concrete vibrators, demolition hammers, drills, saws, scarifiers, pressure washers, generators, welding units, trash pumps, hydrostatic test pumps, and so much more. We offer free transport in and around Gasparillo and at very competitive prices. Visit or call us at 362 or 789-4581.
A&S Hardware and the General Contractors Limited of 107 Bonaventure Road in Gasparillo for all your hardware materials from foundation to finish. Not forgetting all your general contracting needs. We have it all at A&S Hardware and the General Contractors Limited, located at 107 Bonaventure Road in Gasparillo. Just call Tiki Ali at 650-2180.
A&S Hardware are wholesalers of plywood, an assortment of lumber, galvanized pipe, hollow section, and steel. Customers can enjoy special prices on white pine and pitch pine doors.
This is Samaru Ramru inviting you on a journey down memory lane with enchanting songs on the program Nightline. Mondays to Thursdays, 9 p.m. to 12. Heart sing along with the music on U975 LT Cultural Radio.
U975 FM, hot like pepper, multicultural radio is coming to you, all loyal listeners, and we're bringing goodies too. That's right, the U975 is taking over the streets with our bandwagon, starting this Saturday, 11th July 2020, and continuing throughout the upcoming weeks. Central Trinidad, this is your time. Look out for a 40-foot music trailer of raw power, powered by Randy B Sound Company, passing in your area. We start in Couva, then head along the southern main road into Chaguanas. Felicity, you will not be left out. We will be passing through your area, and then we head to Monroe Road, Bocal, and Caroni with a smashing after party.
Engineering Company Limited, Crystal Waters, Petersfield Hardware, Limer's Bar, Pawan Wholesalers, Super Quality Supermarket, Jyoti's Puja Store, Darpan Trading Company Limited, and Darpan Supermarket of Sangre Grande.
Well, an old man, a little boy, and a donkey was in some difficulty. Going to Napuna from Forest Spain, where they just complete a bargain. Old and feeble, he decided to ride, and had a little boy walking by his side. When he reached by success, feeling advantage. Old man, hey, you old criminal. Old man, you ain't got no conscience. Get up the jackers, you're too damn advantageous. You on top the ass like a king, and the poor little boy walking. It made him feel good. He gave up his ride and left them satisfied. When he reached by Mova Junction, they start calling him a stupid old man. Old man, hey, you dotish old fool. Old man, like you never went to school. The little boy young, he should be on the ground, but he on top the ass like a king, and an old man like you walking. Now the old man decided to please everybody, none of them must ride this donkey. So the next thing he done, both of them walking in the sun. Man, they're soaking with beads of perspiration. All their ambition is to please everyone. When they reach the Quasi again, the whole assay won't start to come. Man, is the love of your feet. Oh man, you have a jackass to ride, and don't hold the tail, and they leave you. You should in jail. You behind the ass suffering and a bareback jackers walking. They made a lot of two of them climb on the donkey. But in Champlain they met some folks up there who found them very unfair. Ring the police now, somebody say, oh the SPCA away, the band of monkey make bacchanal. Judge the old man cruelty to dumb animal. Well, the moral of the story is plain to please yourself, because you can't please everybody. Don't be ashamed, mongers call your name. Stay on top the ass like a king, they go talk, but you still riding.
So the moral of the story, we understand what's the moral of that story, the mighty sparrow. We've one down, we played at the old man. There's a mighty sparrow. Let's continue with your calls. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ken.
Right.
Right. Well, I share same birth month with Sparrow. Yesterday was my 67th.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
In discussing Sparrow, there's so much things we can speak about. One thing that comes to my mind was with respect to the 1962 Independence Calypso King competition, where he placed second to Bryna.
And you know why they did it? They robbed him. No, that's a serious thing, because what he was challenging the authorities about the price. So he was at war with them. So they gave Bryna the thing and put him second. But go ahead with this story.
So if you could pull Modern Nation, that is the song he sang.
That's the song he sang, yes. And they put him second.
Yeah.
He should have won that day. Yeah. For your call.
Okay.
Let's take some more calls and we will play some more Sparrow. Good afternoon to you.
Even Mr. Kennedy.
Hi.
Well, by Monga Music, Sparrow. Oh, Mr. Andoki, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
If you can pull that one.
Okay.
If you're going to pull all them special, it could be a musical program. You come like Kennedy this evening.
Yeah, I tell you.
That could be nice actually, man. You come and you get the politics out of it.
Yeah, we're here tomorrow.
We are here tomorrow afternoon.
All right, we're here Friday. That's nice, man. All right, well, good.
Thank you.
When it came to August come, he still adding it. Because that, let me tell Eric one time, telling the whole country that who listen, right, our next party group, over there, then another party group people down with. So help to see about them fellows do. Them fellows, you know that? That is why we had after an equal election. That is our party group. And the next thing about what you're going to tell this group of people who from grandfather, mother, sister, brother, every what you going to tell them? The mother can't speak to them, father can't speak to them, brother can't speak to them, sister, auntie, nephew, everybody. You can only open one to get you. What you going? How these fellas, this party group people down there, how they going to talk to these people, right? Only go ask them to vote. You cannot do that. You know when they kill me right now, Ken? The school you cross the road and you meet the school. You come home, you eat lunch, and you go back to the from home in the evening. That is how the school. Now, like me, half past there, feet in the road, I want to pitch for I feel trouble. And that is that's how I went to school. You have to lie to nobody. I mean, I work hard and all that thing, but I'm saying that look how well you reach today. The school, free school, school in your mouth. You can't go to school. You're making trouble in the school. You're beating people in the school. What you're going to learn with this group of people you put there, what you're teaching them, is the same thing they're doing over and over if you open school anymore. You know what I think? I hear what they do. They put a hard name and then speak where them fellas can't spell it. Imagine you move on. I can't spell commission, that commission I can't spell it. I don't know how to do like the policeman. That what he had to do, charge it for the donkey when the donkey dead.
No, but this police. No, but long time, years on the street, and drag him to Park Street to charge him.
And he charged him there because he couldn't spell
He couldn't spell
He couldn't spell Abercrombie. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we have a few of your calls. We're playing more of the Sparrow music. Sparrow turns 85 today, and the world celebrates the greatest calypsonian the world has ever seen. So we're selecting some of his music today, and also remind you we are on, Anne and I, and Shiva also, tomorrow from 3 to 6 p.m., and we are talking politics and national unity tributes to the mighty Sparrow. We are at 636-7547, 227-5739. Let's take some more calls. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ali.
Hi, good afternoon.
Triple D.
Yeah, hi.
How you doing?
Good.
I just saying that, remember the policeman in San Fernando? When he charged the man in Cuenca Street, and he bring him out of shit. Policeman, they make you listen to what
I must remember that one. I have the Porter Spain version, but I'm glad you gave us this
I was
one.
talking about long time days.
All right.
Before we get into corporation and then, right, like debate in a real corporation and whatnot. I remember VCC, Victoria County Council.
Yes.
Tribute to the mighty Sparrow
Yeah,
today.
but we'll play Gypsy already. Okay, we're heading for the 4 p.m. hour.
We can take about 2 calls
yeah,
again. Call us in 636-7547. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Anne and Mr. Ali.
Good afternoon, sir.
The mighty Sparrow, apart from Calypso, he sang 2 what you call pop song.
Yeah,
Hidden,
yeah.
song named Hidden.
Brooke Benton. He did some of the Brooke Benton songs. He remade them.
Right, and then he had one of his own, Only a Fool.
Right, we were talking about that.
Breaks his own heart, right?
Only a fool breaks his own
You
heart.
hold back that one after these election results come. No one
Thank you. No, we'll play it this evening, but we could always play it then again. It might be applicable after the election. Okay, you know what? We'll play the day after election for whoever it
case you
pertains
missed
to.
it.
Yeah, for whoever it pertains to. All right, for all those who lost their
deposit.
Their deposit, we play. Good afternoon.
No, you have to say who the cap fit,
Yeah.
and then wear it.
Yeah, that is
After you send it, then you play the song.
Yeah, we'll play Mali
And
then.
the song that the gentleman spoke about was Lying Excuses.
Lying Excuses, yes.
Yeah, that was anybody's song.
That
It
is-
was my favorite calypso by Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like nursery rhymes. Dan is the man.
Yes, yeah. That led to a remake of the curriculum, and there's a man named J.O. Cottridge who used to write all the books and so on.
Cottridge make a cow jump over the moon.
In fact, let's look for that song. Dan is the man. Let's play that today.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
That's classic.
That is a classic, yes. Thank you.
Even the lizard and all. That's some rude ones like Sasaye.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one?
Yeah, Sasa.
And Marajin.
Mm-hmm. Good. Anyway, this is the last call before 4 o'clock newscast. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Mr. Ken, I want to request a Sparrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say happy birthday to him wherever he is. I want to request Roslyn.
What's that?
Roslyn.
Okay. We'll look for that.
And what we don't play today, we'll play tomorrow.
We'll play tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much. We are almost at 4 p.m. We take a break. Come back with us some Sparrow songs, and we continue to take your calls, and we go straight until 6 p.m. We'll be right back.
U9's FM family is taking over the streets with our bandwagon. Starting this Saturday, 11th July 2020, and continuing throughout the upcoming weeks. Central Trinidad, this is your time. Look out for a 40-foot music trailer of raw power, powered by Randy B Sound Company, passing in your area. We start in Couva, then head along the southern main road into Chaguanas. Felicity, you will not be left out. We will be passing through your area currently with a smashing after party.
Sponsored by Balug Engineering Company Limited, Crystal Waters, Petersfield Hardware, Limer's Bar, Pawan Wholesalers, Super Quality Supermarket, Jyoti's Puja Store, Darpan Trading Company Limited, and Darpan Supermarket of Sagre Grande.
101.5 FM, Hot Like Pepper, Multicultural Radio.
It is now time for Major News to the Hour, brought to you by Crystal Beverages Company, Super Quality Supermarket, Sheikh Elisha Limited, and the Trinidad and Tobago News Day.
This is Major News to 4 p.m. Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. Prime Minister invites CARICOM and Commonwealth to monitor the general election. Man throws himself off Maloney building to escape the police. 5 COVID-19 patients remain. Better united to contest election. West Indies has a good day in England Test match. With the Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has invited CARICOM and the Commonwealth Secretary General Irwin LaRoque and the Commonwealth Secretary General Patricia Scotland, inviting them to send election observers. The Prime Minister's invitation follows a request yesterday to Rowley off the 3rd floor of a Maloney building this morning to escape the police. The man jumped off the building while being interviewed by the police following a violent incident in the community. The man was held again by the police and later warded at Arima Hospital. The police had responded to reports of a disturbance and later detained 2 men aged 22 and 20 and several rounds of ammunition. In other crime news, a 14-year-old boy and a 49-year-old man have been shot at Dinsley in Tacarigua, both being treated at Mount Hope Hospital in serious condition. In still other crime matters, 24-year-old Aaron McLean has been shot while sitting in a car at Pleasantville. There are now only 5 people hospitalized in Trinidad and Tobago with the COVID-19 virus. This update was provided today by the Ministry of Health, which said the patients are being treated at Cora Hospital. 3 people have been discharged, the ministry said. There remain 133 people who were tested positive for the virus, and 8. The first wave of 1 million people have been infected in the United States. The number of infections in Brazil has topped 1.7 million. Meanwhile, Health Minister Terence Dialsingh has denied that the government is selective in deciding who is permitted in Trinidad and Tobago. Bar operators remain upset over the government's decision to close their businesses at 8 p.m. Some bar owners staged a protest this morning hours. They claimed the government is being arbitrary and discriminatory in imposing the lockdown time. The move was implemented 2 weeks ago in the midst of allegations of mass gatherings at certain bars. Several police officers who were sent on administrative leave this week are to receive full payment. In the first instance, the decision of the Police Commissioner Gary Griffith follows a request from the Police Complaints Authority for the officers to be suspended in connection with the recent killings of 3 Morva youths. The Police Complaints Authority is investigating the killings. Meanwhile, Mr. Griffith said he was being sarcastic on Tuesday when he suggested a gun amnesty. Several Pinal and Barrackpore farmers have suffered losses as a result of floods earlier this week. Vegetable farmers of Pinal Rock Road, Mount Diablo, Queenham and surrounding areas reported that their crops were heavy flash floods. Local government representatives say the volume tallied. Councillor Dipti Ramnath has called for construction of a retention wall at Haggard Trace off Pinal Rock Road. The Better United Politician Coalition is aiming to contest at least 15 seats in the forthcoming general election. The announcement was made to Lee Singh, whose group, Port of Spain People's Movement, is a unit of Better United. In other elections, Patharat, Princestown candidate for United National Congress, says he is holding virtual meetings with his campaign team while he is still in Miami. Mr. Patharat said he would return to Trinidad and Tobago tomorrow via Antigua since late March. He is one of 39 UNC candidates selected to contest the August 10th general election. Port workers are keeping up their campaign for peace. Workers have staged a second protest demanding payments of money which they said is owed from 2014. Michael Anisat, leader of Seaman and Waterfront Workers family, media houses around the world are paying tribute to the entertainer, with some radio stations playing his music. Sparrow, who began his career in the mid-1950s, holds Trinidad and Tobago's highest award and a number of other international honors. The Guyana Elections Commission is due to meet tomorrow, following the ruling of the Caribbean courts off because of government's appointed commissioners said they wanted more time to study the CCJ's ruling. The CCJ yesterday overturned a decision of the Guyana Court of Appeal. The ruling effectively rejects a move by Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield to dump more than 115,000 votes. Cricket. West Indies had a good second day in the first test against England. West Indies bundled out England for 204, with captain Jason Holder taking a career best 6 for 42 and Shannon Gabriel snapping up 4 for 1 at the close of play. Here's a look at the weather courtesy the Meteorological Center for the period of this afternoon and tonight. Trinidad, Tobago, and the remainder of the day. Sunny, hazy, and at times breezy conditions are expected despite a few brief showery interruptions. Tonight will be mostly clear with a few showers developing after midnight. There's a moderate concentration of 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters, less than 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunset is expected at 3:31. This was Major News to 4 p.m. on U97.5 Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. Continuing is Politics 2020 with Mr. Ken Ali and Miss Ann Dookie. I am Aruna Bansi. Good afternoon.
Selfish man, I wouldn't be involved in this election. I done all already, I want fame. Plus I ain't looking for fortune again. Attention to the many problems we all face from dawn to dawn. You're intelligent, I think, and you should face issues. Cussing me for way I born, but your pipe ain't no water. You pay too much for butter. Take your steel beam and go. The terrible school system is such a bloody problem. Take your steel beam and go. Agriculture's in a state, planning is inadequate. Take your steel beam and go. The northern and southern idol, the two we know. We like it so.
This is Caribbean Vibe.
We like it so. Anything that's wrong, he go put it right. Georgie Bodgie tell me the other night, yourself and give the fella a chance. How the hell you back Grenada in a drum. We and Georgie going to put it right together, yeah. We have freeness and freedom, plenty roti, plenty rum. Hospitals have no linen, it's brown paper they're using. Take your steel beam and go. Public transportation is an abomination. Take your steel beam and go. Well, food, clothes and rent is proof cost of living. Take your steel beam and go. Classified information for personal gain is common. We know, we like it so. It's so free. Psychiatric aid to be the bourgeois people motorcade. Me afraid to tell you straight to your face. You're back in a jackass in a horse race. Georgie say, oh, you ain't getting one damn seat. Oh, and I'll come out to mama guy. Bokassa say, how are you going to feel the heat? The penalty to oppose is high. That's political suicide. We can't get house, so we squat living with cockroach and rat. Oh, your cesspit flowing over your back. Take your steel beam and go. Soldier and bulldozer break down the shocking mover. Take your steel beam and go. It's plenty sexual favors to be a 10-day worker. We know, we like it so.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
We like it so. If you have a single thing you could say, could make me abandon me balize. No still be more fall down on top me head. Sparrow eyes are PNM till I'm dead. Buddy, you may be shocked when I tell you this. Hudson Phillips is a Yankee CIA. And the whole of ONR is only communist. They take carnival away and make people work each day in a union and can't get recognition. Take your steel beam and go. The unemployed are in everybody. Take your steel beam and go. Children come out of college below elementary knowledge. Take your steel beam and go. We grieving with frustration through maladministration. We know, we like it so.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
This concern that you showing here for me could well cost you your popularity. Understand, we ain't one of blasted opposition. Just like Georgie Porgy, I done sharpen my guilty, waiting for the opposition till anytime we catch them only backpedaling. I ain't even want no bail. I am afraid to make a jail. Food you could produce here is imported from El. To fish in your own water is jail in Venezuela. Take your steel beam and go. No one to devise for we a good foreign policy. Take your steel beam and go. Bribery and corruption control every decision. We know, we like it so. We like it so.
one of the greatest political calypsos of all time by the greatest calypsonian of all time. The name of this song is We Like It So. The Mighty Sparrow rendered this in 1982. In 1981, he had supported the ONR, Organization for National Reconstruction, the general election. This was unlike Sparrow because previously he had supported Dr. Williams in the early days. And then he clearly fell out with the PNM and so on. He wasn't impressed with the leadership of the PNM. And then Carl Hudson Phillips was his great friend. And he supported Carl with the ONR in 1981. And some people wondered how Sparrow would come back after that because the ONR get any seat. This was a tremendous calypso by the Mighty Sparrow. In my books, one of the greatest political calypsos. In fact, there was speculation that Carl Hudson Phillips, who was head of the ONR, had assisted Sparrow in composing this song. So this was Sparrow's recall of that. Today is Sparrow's 85th birthday. We are celebrating his birthday. We are talking politics. We're playing some of his music and so on, and we are taking your calls. Good afternoon.
Sparrow, I could tell you Sparrow see real trouble when he gets so vexed and on the Savannah that he tell them he cut them.
Yeah, remember that.
You remember that night?
I remember that.
They tell them kissy face.
He said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll never forget the treatment, and some of them don't understand the calypso, you know.
Yeah. But I put it in that context.
Some of them don't understand. You hear what he say? You hear what he say? Yeah, PNM till he dead. They don't understand one thing.
This covers history. There's a calypso that covers history. One of the greatest political calypsos of all time.
First, the calypso where he sing about the school book.
Yeah, we played that too.
When
history. You know your history. Sparrow is part of our history, our political history, social, economic history, a very important part. So we played that, and for those who didn't know the history of it, we thought we'd share that with you. 636-7547-227-5739. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ken, and good afternoon, Anne.
Good afternoon.
Quick, over the past few days, inclusive of yesterday, I have been very critical of the UNC and the way they cast aside Dr. Tiwari and Fazal and all these fellas. Well, last night I was very, very happy to see in San Fernando West in the campaign, in a cottage meeting, Fazal Karim and Kevin Ramnarayan was part of that audience there, and they even spoke on the platform. And I sense that these are good things that are happening. At least the political leader is listening to the call out here. And I look at Fuad Khan and Tim Gopi Singh and those fellas incorporated and speaking on the platforms of these meetings. My other point is what I saw in Table and Maruga with the UNC yesterday. The population is taken up into the election and COVID. And what has been happening, I spoke to on this program about it. Workers on the beginning of this month, where I work with a large local conglomerate. They send home every single driver and loader in the cigarettes department.
How many workers would that be?
That
average?
would have been about 12 or 13.
Right.
These are people with 5, 6, 7, 10. And this morning, another 15 drivers and loaders were sent home. These are permanent staff. They were sent home. I'm sorry,
of course. Good.
But and that is frightening, Ken. It is very, very frightening. So while the population, we are taking up with the PNM and UNC.
You know, there's also been job losses at Arthur Lockjack Business School.
I read that, I think, yesterday on one of the
yeah, you know, there's a huge irony in that. You're going there to study what postgrad, second and third degrees and so on. And they're telling you how to run business good and thing, but they can't run the place good enough, and they have to send home over 70 workers, including full-time lecturers.
And Ken, what I am saying, come after this election, whether UNC, whether PNM, the workers and the population in this country we will wake up to a rude awakening. The job, the unemployment rate, that is a frightening.
Well, we were talking about that yesterday with Veda. I don't know if you catch that conversation.
I catch a piece of it,
You know that.
And
huge job losses.
And this is going to affect people very, very bad, Ken, because it's going to be very, very detrimental. And I'm afraid that some people may not be able to handle or weather that storm, and it may end up in suicide. So
yes.
I just want the population
Good
to be
observations, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Can we realize that when you have Cottridge and the cow jump over the moon and all
that? Yes, Cottridge, that is Darnay's demand.
Made Calypso, they made a story with rhyme. And the fellows who went to school without cartridge, when they make calypso now, all you hear is wave, raise your hand, shake away. They have no rhyme, no story.
And the irony of that, Chris, is educated now.
Exactly. You see, we dress, we didn't progress.
No, of course. That's true. Thank you, Chris. Good afternoon.
I want to align the chorus, the moral of the first song you play.
Yes.
To the opposition leader. Please yourself because you can't please everybody.
And that's the moral of that song, eh?
Yes. Please yourself because every time whatever they do, they go criticize.
Yes, you're right.
But you know, you're talking about that song, Dan is the man in the van. And the PLM in those days criticized the West Indian reader. The West Indian reader, Mr. Ali, as you were aware, is the man in the van and the cow jump over the moon, but also taught us about the iron and steel industry, taught us about cocoa and coffee industry, taught us about Shakespeare, the Portia, Merchant of Venice. So many things came out from those books, and they went and they removed it. And you know what? They put the West Indian reader with by Frank M. Porter, who is a neighbor of mine, used to live here in DB, and he wrote about Tinfoot and Broadmouth, and Benzie and Bobo running and jockey in the river. Thank you.
That's a good observation, you know. Because, I mean, some of the things that Cottridge said, now, if you understand teaching at that level, you have to be an educator to understand that. I think there's something called repetition. Well, of course, the experts who said much better than I. The value of repetition so that children, kindergarten children, toddlers, and so on, they learn. And apparently, these poems that J.O. Cottridge put forward helped. But they were so far-fetched, the cow jump over the moon, and so we're going to play that song. But then our caller from DB is also telling us the other side, the values in those books. Good afternoon.
Ken, I was a teacher, West Indian reader. Greedy dog, see the shadow in the water, jump after the shadow, lost his bone. How the good lost his tail. Every one of these stories had some moral value. Don't go and betray a friend, you'll get in trouble. How the tortoise get all the crack on the back. Every one of those stories had some moral value at you and learn something from it. Coconut like Sabana. What happened to you?
Yes. The demonized Cottridge, you know. He was an Englishman. Yes. Okay, we take in your calls, and I like how the callers are applying the Great Sparrow songs to our history, our political history, education, and social, and so on. We, through the hour till 6 p.m., we're getting a call here. A message. Somebody said Biden sent home the entire alcohol department, and Massey Distribution was the other one that sent home workers. This morning, Massey Distribution sent home workers this morning. So, and you see the callers and those who are sending us notes and so on are absolutely correct. We have a lot of job losses. We are going to head, Vasan Bara tells us, others, Dr. Hussein tells us, Wade tells us, we are going to get to unemployment rate of about 20%, which we have not had in a long time. And when you get a lot of social turmoil, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ali.
Good afternoon.
You put a hand and I put a hand.
Yes.
Unity. Play that for the leader of the opposition for me.
All right.
Tell you what we're going to face, right?
Yes. You put a hand. Reconstruction is the name of that calypso. Yeah. Let's see if we could play that also. Let's take this call on after the break.
Afternoon.
Hi.
Who sang Gene and Dinah?
Yes, that was his famous song in 1956.
Okay, so I didn't hear anybody request that one.
All right. So we try to play that in 1956. He won the monarchy with that. Good afternoon to you.
The World Health Organization, you heard $1 million US that the government receive from them. Plus that, right? The money from the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. Here now, what they do with here now? I heard an interview with Miss Alison West, right? The midget lookalike now. And she didn't say it in so many words, but she said the economy is in a bad state.
Well, we don't even need her to say it. We have been saying that repeatedly. The experts have been saying that.
And I would urge all the callers and listeners and even to their family where they will get this enormous supply of foreign exchange to supply the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Where will it be coming from? You know, people ask yourselves these questions.
Right.
Where they getting for it? All these goodies for Starbucks and Pizza Boys and all these kind of things.
Absolutely.
Sooner or later, all these businesses going to fall. It started happening in USA. All the parent companies are closing down.
Yes, quite a lot of
Yeah,
them.
you know.
Thank you.
Right? They just giving you the PNM supporters charade over the radio to make them feel, well, it's not doom and gloom. But people only wake up is doom and gloom. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, let's take a break. We have a lot of calls. Let's hear this one. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ken and Ann. Last night I listened to this Nimakaram fella called Inshan Ishmael, right? This man, he going up his first in Augustine or somewhere down there.
Yes.
Oppose Khadija Amin. He going to oppose the PNM to split vote to put back PNM there. The man admit UNC help him out and wherever when Kamala was there. Right? PNM give them nothing. They get flood, they get nothing. Boy, this man is a real Nimakaram boy. I hope nobody here votes for him. Right? He complaining only the 1% getting all the US. He ain't getting none. He balling he wanted $24 to buy 3 jockey shorts from Amazon, and he didn't get it. Imagine that 24 US. He going to oppose Khadija Ahmed. This man, boy, what I want to call this man over the radio, I can't.
No, please. Nimakaram is bad enough. All right, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ken.
Yeah, hi.
I want to be critical, but I will bear with me here. The UNC was known as the Rising Sun Party, right? And I think now it's called the Rainbow Party. And the reason for the Rainbow Party is the LGBTQ movement. Now, people have to understand, up until the slate of candidates, right, that was released by the UNC, people were thinking that the party cannot lose this election. Since then, it has been a spiral downwards. Now, I would like to interview some of those candidates. I want to know what is their character like marriage. What is their position on homosexuality? Right? When Khadija Amin campaigned in Shawana's West against Jack Warner, she didn't win one polling division, not one. She was given the safest UNC seat you could find in the world, and she didn't win one. Now they put her in St. Augustine, what could be a marginal seat. Why is it wrong for Inshan Ishmael to feel upset about that? The party has been making decisions, and I don't even want to say the party, the leader. Princestown is the bedrock of the LGBTQ movement in the UNC. What is wrong with these people? Why can't the party listen to the days that can win? San Fernando West, the persons for the seat was Mr. Fayad Ali. You know, he's now campaigning with the PNM. How come we went from that position to a person called Sobers who brings nothing to the table? Think Faris Alwari going to lie down and let you win a seat? The party has to take stock of itself. Imagine, Rudal Munilal was only named like candidate, the man who would probably be the only UNC at core in the party right now. He was only named a candidate at the very last minute. That can't be right. I think that the party have to find its way, and they have lost their way badly. If Fuad Khan does not fight Sama Ouattara, they could forget that seat. That fellow Saddam Hussein can't win nothing. And as I say, Tablan, there was a fellow who sang a song called Gypsy, The Sinking Ship. If you ever want to see people eat vomit, that is it. And I wonder if Sparrow would have ever done what he did. Gypsy has proven himself to be the most failed politician ever. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, your calls are... all right, let's take this call. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon again, Mr.
Hi.
Ali, Ann and Mr.
Hi.
Mr. Ali.
Yes.
Mr. Inshan Ishmael has helped thousands of people throughout Trinidad and Tobago also, Mr. Ali. What's so wrong if you're going up for election? It's to go up for election as a candidate. It is your right. That is not anybody's right. Nobody cannot take away that right from you. And it is anybody's right to vote for whoever they wish for. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you very much. We take a break. Your calls are coming in, but we take a break and we come back with a Sparrow and we continue the discussion and we go on and on. We remind you that we are on tomorrow.
Please hang up.
We are on tomorrow from 3 to 6, but we'll be right back.
Quality Supermarket of Endeavour Road, Shiguana Estate, Intrin City, as well as Quality Cash and Carry Supermarket, Cuba Car Park, for all your grocery items, liquor, fresh fruits, and vegetables, not forgetting their bed and bath section and kit to choose from. Take advantage of our great prices and discounts at any of our 3 locations: Trin City Industrial Estate, Intrin City, Endeavour Road, Shiguanas, and Cuba. For quality items, Super Quality Supermarket and Quality Cash and Carry Supermarket.
Kathy's Cool Spot Enterprises Limited, number 86 Pearville, opposite the TSTT Exchange, in all types of meats, dry goods, liqueur, beverages, ice, LPG, gas, motor oils, stationery supplies, and photocopying. We also provide rentals of tents and chairs for your every occasion. Come in and take advantage of our specials at reduced prices on liqueur, wholesale and retail. We are open every day, even on public holidays, for your convenience. Are available here at Kathy's Cool Spot Enterprises Limited of number 86 Pearville, Mayaro, where our friendly staff will be happy.
It's Yummy Tummy Time with Ermi. Join me Mondays to Fridays at 9:30 a.m. and get tasty and exciting recipes. Learn to create dishes on U97.5 Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. Yummy Tummy with Ermi.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and baker's flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds. 2 kg, 10 Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
U975 FM Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio is coming to you, all loyal listeners, and we're bringing goodies too. That's right, the U975 FM family is taking over the streets with our bandwagon, starting this Saturday, 11th July 2020, and continuing throughout the year. This is your time. Look out for a 40-foot music trailer of raw power, powered by Randy B Sound Company, passing in your area. We start in Couva, then head along the southern main road into Shiguanas. Felicity, you will not be left out. And then we head to Monroe Road, Bokal, and Caroni with a smashing after party.
Sponsored by Balloon Engineering Company Limited, Crystal Waters, Petersfield Hardware, Limer's Bar, Super Quality Supermarket, Jyoti's Puja Store, Darpan Trading Company Limited, and Darpan Supermarket of Sagrid Randy.
When you're small, you will grow up with true ambition and respect from one and all. But in my school, they teach me like a fool. The things they teach me, I should be a block-headed mule. They tell me pussy I'll finish his work wrestling and ting. Solomon Gandhi was born on a Monday. The ass of the lion's skin. Winking, blinking and nod, sail off in a wooden sloop. The goody loosey tail and the alligator fighting to make monkey liver soup. And Dan is the man. The poems and the lessons they write and send from England impress me. They were trying to cultivate comedians. Comic books made more sense. You know it is fictitious without pretense. Cartridge wanted to keep us in ignorance. Listen to business. Humpy Dumpy sat on a wall. Humpy Dumpy. Goosey, goosey, gander. Where shall I wander? Ding dong dell. Pussy in the well. Dan is the man in the van. I said Cartridge was plenty times more advanced than them scientists. I am believed that no one man could write so much stupidness. Aeroplanes didn't come so soon. Scientists used to make the grading balloon. Cartridge make a cow jump over the moon. And then he tell them, Tom, Tom, the piper's son, thief a pig and away he run. Once the ooh, she had so many children, she didn't know what to do. Dickory, a dickory, duck, the mouse ran up the clock. The lion and the mouse, a woman pushing a cow to eat grass on top of a house. Mama Dan is the man in the van. To get some education, my friends, me and all they teach me is about bear, rabbit, and Rumpelstiltskin. They wanted to keep me down indeed. They tried their best but didn't succeed. You see, my head was done see enough to know I can't read. Who cares about Peter? Peter was a pumpkin eater. Some little people tie Gulliver. When I was sick and late, the goose lay the golden egg. The spider catch a fly, Morocco with wings, flapping in the sky. They beat me in school. If my head was right, I would have be a damn fool. With Dan is the man in the van. Can a pig dance a jig or a fig? Twirly and twisty were two screws. Mr. Mike on the bike. Dan is the man in the van. Dan is the man in the van.
The Mighty Sparrow at his best. Dan is the man, a song from the 60s in which he challenged the curricula and especially the school books then of J.O. Cartridge. That has sparked a debate of its own. We are celebrating birthday today in between all the political talk and everything else we are discussing. We thank you very much for being with us. We take your calls at 636-7547. 227-5739. We are discussing the general election, and we thank you for your calls and your observations on all aspects of the politics and of the...
Tanapuna is to be a regular caller on this program. It's about 3 weeks I haven't heard from him. I don't know if he will. And second question, and have you seen the UNC candidate for Naparima? I didn't see him up to now, and the PLM can pass it up and down.
Oh, true. Okay. All
Thank you very much, yeah.
Yes, okay. So the Naparima Mayor main one is painted red every evening on my
There is a lot of red all over the place, you know.
Yes.
Good afternoon to you.
Ken,
Hi.
I'm still waiting on a song, please.
What is the song?
Only a full break.
No, we're going off with that. I was just telling Anne.
We're ending with that.
Oh, yeah. Minutes to 6, so we put in a mellow mood. All right? Only a fool breaks his own heart. The number one song by the Mighty Sparrow. Good afternoon to you.
If you Google brain development, you'll see where you have synapses in the brain that have to be stimulated in order that those synapses will develop certain qualities like memory.
So you're saying there was a science behind all of those?
Exactly.
Okay.
Repetition and you...
I know a little bit of the repetition part, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Good afternoon to you. Hi.
I want you to play Education by Sparrow for those illiterate fellas who was...
All right. I feel... Okay. Good. And pull up...
I just see Sean Esmal. I will say thank you. Hello?
Mm-hmm. We're listening.
He's an Imakaram. All what Kamlan do for me, he gave him big 5 acres of land in Shagwana's day. PNM gave him nothing. And yet he still going trying to split the vote to put PNM back in power. But let me tell you something. If UNC put up a crapo, the rising sun, go and vote for it, because we can't take another 5 years of these taxing lying thieves. Thank you.
Thank you. In fact, let's play that education before 5 to see how many we could play until 6 p.m. So Anne is going to play that by the Mighty Sparrow. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken.
Good afternoon, sir.
I was not going to tell you to play that song.
Which one is that? Are you there? Hello?
Yes.
What song you want us to play?
Let me say now.
All right, we'll play it in a while. It is education is the next one, and it's going to line up. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, them program going nice, man. Yeah, like I enjoy the music. It's a nice little shift from the politics.
And we will play more Sparrow tomorrow.
I'll listen for the one with we call it the lion. Not excuses.
One person is starting us. You want to hear never eat
Congo man.
The Congo man. The Congo. I remember that well, boy. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon again, Mr.
Hi.
Mr. Mr. Ali, Mr. Inshan Ishmael did not get no 5 acres. He is an organization, and you remember when it is the Diwali Nagar was given to the Indian culture, now they change it to the Diwali Nagar. Mr. Ali, and they get 20 acres. Inshan Ishmael organization get 5 acres, Mr. Ali. And it have many organizations. They get land and it put on there, Mr. Ali. The site is?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Mr. Ali, it have a mosque. It have a food court. People are coming in to do business, Mr. Ali. And Mr. Ali, how long it is that place open? And they're going to have a big playground to the back of it. Anybody can go in and think. They have a car park where people could go and park free of charge, Mr. Ali. He's not doing things for himself. He's doing things to develop the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And it is an organization he in. Anybody are willing to go and join any organization in it. It is not Ishmael. It is an organization, Mr. Ali. And he's doing things on the land, and if he didn't apply for it, it'd be wasting and a facility to get employment.
Okay, thank you. One of the strengths of this program, caller, just hold a second, is that we get both sides of the argument, and we get them in very quick time too, and we thank you. We lost that one. Good afternoon to you.
And Mr. Ali,
sir.
And that is the point I wanted to make. You understand? And that's one of the reasons why I say publicly that Ishmael is an ungrateful fella. You understand? Because the UNC People's Partnership that give him that land, certain things, people that pay the rent and so forth, and say that they're going to do it, and turn around and say that the UNC didn't give him nothing. He didn't save mouth that said that. That is what I call an ungrateful person. And let me tell you something. I have no problem somebody going to fight the election. I have no problem with that. But fight election to help the people them. Don't fight the election because do you and you do me back. You understand? With vengeance. You understand? And he's going to lose his deposit. Ishmael going to lose his deposit. Ishmael is just fooling himself. You understand? So I tell Ishmael today, and forget politics, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Politics is not for him. Okay, good. We are heading to 5 p.m. We're going to go with education just before 5, and we'll play some more Sparrow after that. But first, we want to speak with this caller. Good afternoon to you.
You can, why you trying to go up for Port-au-Prince, north or south or east or west or somebody? He going to just a spite Khadija, man. This man's a really macaram.
Right, okay. Okay, thank you. So, the international debate continues. 636-7547, 227-5739. Good afternoon.
Mr. Ali.
All right, say it quickly.
All right. The issue is about what's taking place in our country today. You understand? We have administration Tobago, Mr. Ali. A land that the man that belongs to. You understand? And threatening people to vote for him. You understand? And my point to you is that you have a country today, everything that falls down under this PNM. PNM mash up this country and say the country didn't have no money, they didn't have this, and they're running on fumes. You understand? Fool the people them. You understand? And today, instead of you go and try and uplift for you and your family and your life, you understand? You want to destroy people. You understand? That's what they're doing, you know. They're destroying themselves, my brother. Because Basta Pandey is the same man who said there is no room for a third party.
All right, okay. Today. You made that point earlier.
Former principal in Tobago this morning, and she told me, she said, you know, she's so sorry to hear what Dr. Odi said. Because Dr. Williams had threatened Tobago.
Yes, he did. Yes. History is repeating itself.
After that,
yes, you're also right. Yes. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go with the Sparrow, and as Anne lines that up, I want to say that I felt that the Prime Minister is the one who owed Tobago an apology for the state of affairs, especially with the sea vessel, rather than the other way around. The Mighty Sparrow singing Education.
Education, education, this is the our rising population needs sound education to be recognized anywhere you go. You gotta have your certificate to show to enjoy any kind of happiness. Otherwise, later on in life, you're gonna get real hell. Without an education in your head, your whole life will be pure misery. You're better off dead. For there is simply no room in this whole wide world for an uneducated little boy or girl. Don't allow idle come astray to earn tomorrow you're gonna.
Visit Eddie's Pharmacies Limited newest location inside JTA Supermarket, C3 Center, Current Village, San Fernando. They offer blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and pregnancy testing, as well as all pharmaceutical products, drugs, along with CDAP prescriptions. Sagicor Caricare International Medical Card, Guardian Life Provider Card, and Republic Bank points are all accepted at their 3 locations of Eddie's Pharmacy Limited. RS Building, Rocha Douglas Road, Barraco, GN Building in Pinal, and C3 Center, Current Village, San Fernando.
Hurry to 3C277 Bonaventure Road, Gasparillo for your business and personal tool and rental needs. Available for rent, core-in machines, compactors, concrete vibrators, demolition hammers. Drill 581 for more information.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors and roti makers. Try our high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and baker's flour. Low price and conveniently packaged in 2 pounds, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Shiklisha Limited 665-3336 or visit us at Warrenville, Canupia. Shiklisha Limited, quality you can trust.
For quality items, visit Super Quality Super Shiguanas and Trin City Industrial Estate in Trin City, as well as Quality Cash and Carry Supermarket, Cuba Car Park, for all your grocery items, liquor, fresh fruits, and vegetables, not forgetting their bed and bath section and kitchen. So many items to choose from. Take advantage of our great prices and discounts at any of our 3 locations: Trin City Industrial Estate in Trin City, Endeavor Road, Shiguanas, and Cuba for a quality supermarket and Quality Cash and Carry Supermarket.
That's right! The U975 FM family is taking over the streets with our bandwagon. Starting this Saturday, 11th July 2020, and continuing Central Trinidad. This is your time. Look out for a 40-foot music trailer of raw power, powered by Randy B Sound Company, passing in your area. We start in Cuba, then head along the southern main road into Chaguanas. Felicity, you will not be left out. We will be back to Monroe Road, Bocal, and Caroni with a smashing after party.
Sponsored by Balloon Engineering Company Limited, Crystal Waters, People's Bar, Pawan Wholesalers, Super Quality Supermarket, Jyoti's Puja Store, Darpan Trading Company Limited, and Darpan Supermarket of
Music for you, it's all about you.
U97.5 FM, Hot Like Pepper, Multicultural Radio.
Power to the listeners.
Here's what's trending in business news today on U97.5 Hot Like Pepper Multicultural Radio. I am Aruna Bansi. Good afternoon. The dreadful effects of the pandemic has even took a toll on Prestige Holdings Limited. Prestige Holdings Limited is the local franchise holder for KFC, Pizza Hut, Subway, Starbucks, and TGI Fridays. It has reported thus far a period that ended on May 31st and $8 million lost due to the COVID-19 virus. In some other business news, World Bank gives TNT US $20 million for medical supplies. The World Bank is granting $1 million to Trinidad and Tobago for the health response to COVID purchase of personal protective equipment.
Business closed down, she lost, she won. Disappointed, suffering from shock. So I take she home just to relax and cheer she up. I'm exhausted, she said to me. Boy, you're so tired and so sleepy. Casually, she sat on the bed and asked me to massage. Drop will spread rumors for confusion. Oh no, don't take them on. Just be trusted and don't think nothing. Try and understand. You'll trust and your faith in me, and I promise you there'll be no infidelity. The lady you saw me with the other night, she and she husband, I find it was really looking so bad. Oh, well, she goes in the yard. She sit down there and start to cry like she going mad. Yeah, me and the girl ain't nothing. That's all, that is all, that is all.
The Mighty Sparrow. Lion Excuses, one of its comedy songs, a light-hearted, humorous song. Several people telling us they like this song, and we thank you very much. We thank you for all your comments. We thank Indra Mulligan for her comments. We thank you very much. My personal information, or you want to communicate on Facebook, let's do that. I want to respond to some of your observations, and thank you very much all those who have been commenting and sending us comments and requests and political observations and so on. Thank you so much. Let's return to the calls. Good afternoon.
Jean and Dinah, Rosita and Clementina, round the corner posing. Bet your life is something they're selling. And if you catch them broken, you can get them all for nothing. Don't be a wrong. The Yankees gone and Sparrow take over town. Good afternoon.
But you sing it just like the Sparrow himself. Good. I want to hear you sing some on Mukesh show later.
Yeah, if he have singing yesterday, they have too much politics.
Right.
Well, it was social and political Wednesday.
Yeah. Maybe you'll sing some this evening. Thank you.
Yes. I want to say happy birthday to him.
Yes, of course.
Yes, 85th birthday. He's sure making a marathon.
Yeah, yes, we hope so.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you to the Mighty Sparrow at 85. We continue to take your calls. 636-7547, 227-5739. We have at least 2 more Sparrow numbers lined up today. We remind you, Ann and I, and of course Shiva will be here tomorrow, 3 to 6. We're going to play some more Sparrow tomorrow. Good afternoon to you. Hi.
You want about the let me see if I seen it correct. About the Queen.
About the?
Queen. Sparrow and the Queen.
And the Queen? The Queen. Oh, right. And the Queen. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's one.
Another thing, they're getting more money to spend again on they're getting COVID again.
Yes.
You see, and we who supposed to be getting it, we don't reach it at all.
And you see, the point is accountability. They must account.
And even they have parliament, they don't account for it.
And they don't even have parliament. You know, but thank you very much.
Very local. You can't get more local.
Yeah. I like when we use the local language, you know. Papi Show, a man tell us what Papi Show and the Makaram and so on. Lloyd Best used to talk a lot in these local slangs. A lot of them have gone through now. And I like when people revive them and put them in a context that we could understand them. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi.
Winking, blinking, and nod. Sail off in a wooden shoe to make monkey liver soup. So that
is the man in divine. Yes.
Spider catching fly. Morocco with wings flapping in the sky. It went like a dog to learn that in school. But if my head was going to be a damn fool. So down in the man in the bar. Good evening, Mr. Ken.
Thank you, sir. I find
You're bringing out
we have real talent here. I mean, Mukesh is already here.
We have some competition. Our competition
in
just
fact,
came in.
If Mukesh having some sparrow, sing one or two. 510. Let's hear some more calls. 636-7547-227-5739. In Test cricket, in case you missed it, what we've been reporting in, West Indies really had a good day in England. Thanks to the captain, Jason Holder, and to Shannon Gabriel. Now, Shannon Gabriel just joined the squad last minute almost. He took 4 wickets. The captain took 6 wickets, dismissed England for 204, and we batted quite well. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Again, Ken.
Hi.
Do you think we could compare the two laughs? Which one is better?
The two?
The two laughs. Sparrow one and Mukan getting the 100%.
Yeah. Both of them very competitive there. Both of them. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mukesh. I tell you, Mukesh should patent that laugh. Okay. In the politics, of course, the campaigning continues. The PNM is on the ground in every constituency, really, including in Tobago. And the UNC is in several constituencies. Good afternoon.
Mukesh, Mr. Ali. I'm the man who sings the song, Mukesh.
You're the man named King.
Yeah, boy.
Man, I love that song too bad.
Can't finish talk about that song.
So I understand that came from personal experience.
Oh yes, man.
Oh, so you had gotten at a banker then?
Well, boy, it's 30 years after I got married, you know.
Okay.
30 years after.
It took you 30 years.
I am married 42 years now.
Wow.
Now I am 70 years of age.
Okay. Yes. Well, you have long memories. This thing hurt you for a long time.
No, that already. That's that baby system already, man.
Okay, good. Leave the system.
Because right now I have 4 beautiful children.
All right, good. But it's nice of you that you recorded that.
Right.
Thank you. That Mukesh, of course, comes on at 6 p.m. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Anne.
Afternoon.
Well, I was about to ask you, Mr. Ali, the Calypso, both of them, but I heard someone talking about it.
Both of them, yeah, both of them.
Yeah, and I grew up listening to Sparrow. So he's really a gem, He's really a gem. Wanted to compliment you and Anne on your program. I listen every evening.
Oh, thank you.
I just don't call in, but yesterday I called in to just ask you the question about the pension. The lady from Barrackpore.
Oh, right.
So I just want to say hello to Mina Maraj. I heard she heard me out yesterday, and Mr. King.
Are you were you affected by the flood?
No, not at this time.
No.
Maybe
Okay.
later down the road. Have a big flood coming to the end of the year.
Yes.
Like September, October, So it does be a big flood.
Since your last flood, did you get compensation?
Well, Anne, I really never get any damage.
Okay.
Because it comes up in the yard. Mostly to the side of the house, the lower part. And if it continue raining, it may reach up to almost the floor, But it never reached to that extent, and I thank God for that.
Thank God,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that we don't get a big flood.
Yes, let's hope so.
Okay,
And
you all keep-
all the dredging and so on. Let's hope it does work. Thank you
Bye.
for calling us. 514. Continue to call us. 636. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ken. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Afternoon.
Well, Mr. Ken, and the last caller, our leader just mentioned there to you about flooding. From the 2019 flooding, the communications officer for the People's National Movement to this date has not given us whether or not people in the southern area who got that flood on the 19th of December last year, if any action will be taken for any relief pertaining to money payout. We in the southern area are still waiting,
Yes.
and when you're hearing that the World Health Organization giving money to upper teens, there must be a form of investigation to know where this money is going, who is using it, which account it is in, because taxpayers' money is being used right now to fund the COVID. Even people who are coming back from abroad who are getting the exemption cleared, if outside countries and organizations is giving money to this country, why people in this country still have to be suffering and asking the question when they're getting payment? I mean, as a flood victim, Mr. Ken, I am spending, let me be honest with you right now on the area. I am raising my house. So far, for the past month, I have spent $157,000 in foundation.
Wow.
I am going to produce the bills. You know why? Government come, government go. They have failed in cleaning river courses and water courses in this country. And members of parliament, they sit down in the office and they blatantly said they cannot do nothing to help you. So at the end of the day, when you're digging into your pocket to build your home properly and you get lost in flood, it hurts you to know that you lose every single thing you work for. And I understand, because when you remember, Mr. Ken, in the meeting we had in Dr. Munilal's office, the budget consultation,
Yes, I remember
this
that.
is the guy who is talking to you.
Yeah, I know that. I recognize
Right.
that. Yeah.
And you know when I asked the question if anybody in that room was flooded, nobody put up their hand? The question lies, Mr. Ken, is this. Is it possible that the Prime Minister, one, two, the opposition leader, and any more of the politicians aspiring to be running this country in the near future, could you have them on your program? Let's have a debate with them. Because we're only talking about this one looking nice and this one will win the seat. But when they get the seat, Mr. Ken, you try to make an appointment to meet with the member of parliament. They don't have time. So then, who to vote for? What is the sense in having an election when you put people there and they turn into a drum that somebody's the leader is singing? And this is not fair to citizens. Poor citizens in this country. Look, the chicken farmer lost all the chicken. Thank God he will lose the contract. Because when the chairman of the corporation warned us in St. Francis, right, earlier this year, that we're going to get more devastating flood. People didn't take him on. I have said it already. We really Pina River could actually estimate when our flood is coming prior to the time it was coming down. Because we know where the water coming from. And once we know rain falling in Rio Claro, Moruga, we're going to get flood the next day. And it's a fact. But what we are told, you see, everybody running for a seat, Mr. Ken. Everybody say, I give him a support to this one. But you know what I want to say, Mr. Ken? After 1 year, everybody wins back their seat. What they're supposed to get, the supporters get what they're supposed to get from the candidate. I'm recording some of these programs, right? And I'm keeping it as a souvenir. So when people call and say, I can't pay right here, man, give me this and again. And you want to support them all the time, you have to support them in good, you have to support them in bad, right? So, Mr. Ken, we in the southern area, we're not preferential treatment like Greenville. We're still waiting for money for 2019. Yes, we get payment for 2018 when I fight and got the payment out, right? And people, the councillors and them in the Penal Living Corporation know who name was on the list and how much they was acquired through the government. But to this date, the information officer for the People's National Movement have not made a single statement on that flooding. Just recently on Facebook, I saw where we had the inclement weather, people lost their roofs. You know, they say we sent $1.7 million we didn't pay out to these people. So you forget the people. And we haven't gotten any compensation, any sort of a relief. So every year we have to be prepared to keep on buying new fridge, a new stove, a new bed, a new couch, sometimes a new car. And there's no help along the way from any business person. And you know what, Mr. Ken start to say? Many business people in the Penal area are part of the contributing to flood in my area. I'm saying it without any apology because of Trinidad and Tobago. And we're waiting to hear patiently if there is justice coming out of the court for people like myself and for those who have suffered in the flood. And we want to see what action is going to be taken. Have a pleasant
and thank you for ventilating the issues. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ken. I want to tell King something, but before I do, let me ask Larry. Larry, you better relocate, boy.
No, but there must be justice, man, and the inequity in
yeah,
use
but he has been suffering every day on the radio, the man suffering.
I know that. Yeah, but yeah, but he's a mouthpiece for many people. Not everybody would be able to.
No, I agree. He should go in platform. Now, Mr. King, lucky, you know. Yeah. Imagine years after he married his Siata Banka song.
Yeah.
And he's surviving.
Yeah.
After you married Siata Banka for about years ago.
Yeah.
He's lucky to get a second one.
And this thing affects him so much. I mean, he make up this song.
He make a song and I'm a wife, boy.
Yeah, and he's singing it on radio. Yeah,
he's lucky she walk out and go to give a Siata Banka, boy.
Yeah, might have been worse. Thank you. Let's take this call and then another Sparrow coming up. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, hi.
The caller just before this caller, like he had on a white tongue and he was preaching on a pulpit. It doesn't happen all the time. You would see them walking, coming by you and moving around, sitting on a pier and all these kind of things. And when they get into office, some of them, the promises that never materialize. That is all the time.
We're losing you there. We seem to have lost you. We're right.
We have a bad connection.
She was making a wedding plan.
Yeah,
And this man from they go and by the Obianan.
Yeah, how musical Sparrow used to be long time. Thank you. Okay, I want to play.
Tomorrow we may have to play some of them.
I want to play one of my favorite now, and it kind of ties into what our friend Larry was talking about, and so on to Good Citizen, right? Head out.
No, I can't read. Who cares about Peter? Peter was a pumpkin eater. Some little people tie Gulliver. When I was sick and late, the goose laid the golden egg. The spider catch a fly, Morocco with wings, flapping in the sky. They beat me in school. If my head was right, I would have be a damn fool. With Dan is the man. I disagree with the establishment, they call it treason. Why should they persecute a brother for seeking black power? Don't they know a blind man could see that this is blatant hypocrisy? The real traitors and them are all high in society. Yet the government protecting all of them and penalizing you and me. And in a million different ways they violate the law. It's the same good no good bastards who oppress the poor. They sell in black market, making excess profit, paid a starvation salary. Architects of economic slavery. They say you have the right to criticize, but then you are victimized. Any reason. Many a time you find yourself yourself politically paralyzed. By that say, arrested, they're protected and respected in this society, and in a million different ways they violate the law. It's the same good no oppress the poor. With a false declaration, tax evasion, defrauding customs duty. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery. In fraud and strife, they specialize. Double deals, they idolize. If you're brave enough to open your mouth and criticize, one time you are ostracized and or victimized. Still they go unpunished and unaccused of any crime, while on the backs of the ordinary man is victim. They use the riches and the power, make a mockery of the law, and have the law protect them. Save time in a million different ways they violate. It's the same good no good bastards who oppress the poor. They controlling bootlegging, dope peddling, prostitution and piracy. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery. Ridicule the laws must change up, yes. But Lord, this one too fierce. Now we are talking about sedition. Careful, careful.
The Mighty Sparrow, in one of his several songs. We have so many lined up for you, but we want to take some calls. We're going to go out with some more Sparrow. We are at 636-7547-227-5739. We are celebrating the day of the Mighty Sparrow, the birdie. And we will probably play you Melda, which is one of his early songs in which he is singing. He sang on a lot of love subjects and so on. Let's take your calls. Good afternoon.
Hey, Mr. Kenali. Like every man, so what I hit that kind of, you check it out. All these songs, because I hit it.
Yeah.
And I know DJ have what is it? You know, all the songs told a story, yeah? Even the all Sparrow song, when you put it listen to that story, you get, you get something to take with you, and Calypso right now, you know. You don't really have the story, the beginning to the end, and you don't have a real fact. Calypso, he's really a man. I mean, he's one in a, we can't even count the among. One in
a lifetime.
Yeah, but I think, he should his Calypso should be more, and I think, we kind of lacking that, because, the don't original, they're so innovative, how the words, how you words, that's the kind, because all the children lost the gas of poetry and things, and so they just come and chant hustle.
Yes.
They don't have that kind of natural thing able to create, Yeah, so thank you, man.
You are so right.
That's great cricket for Cuba Sport.
Okay, good. Where
right on the Cuba Savannah over there.
You live where now? Where do you live?
Belmont.
Huh?
Where do you live? Bel Air Road?
Belmont.
Bel Air Road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know that?
Well, I know everything. I'm a reporter. I'm a good reporter. Go ahead.
Yeah, I play cricket for Cuba Sport for all the couple of years. Well, with David, David Chancey Mongan living right by the Savannah there.
Right.
And them guys, Harvey Mohammed, and all them. Alan Ramu Pudai.
Okay.
A little bit, man. They're carrying it too far, and election, they come and go, and everybody had to have one love in this country, man. And they take it down. If time comes for UMC to form the government, they will form it later, Because sometimes some of them do some kind of thing, and it's kind of turning off people, man.
Yeah, well, in a democracy, people share their views, So we got to respect people's views. All right, but thank you for listening, and thank you for calling and call us again. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. We lost a few calls. We have limited time. Continue to call us. We remind you, tomorrow we play some more Sparrow. And good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ali.
Yeah,
remember, I think it's 50,000 Frenchmen, can I be wrong?
Yeah, that's one of his 60 million.
60 million or something.
Yeah, 60.
Well, if you have time today or tomorrow, but tomorrow you wouldn't be here, whatever.
No, we will be here tomorrow.
You coming tomorrow?
Yeah, Anne and I would be here. And we play some more Sparrow tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Very nice, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You see the universal appeal of the mighty Sparrow. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
We lost you. And if we could pull up Melda, and then we would close with only a food. Good afternoon to you.
Hello. You know, Mr. Ken Ali, you know, the Indian Walk Moruga Road, that's a major road to Moruga, right?
Yes, it is.
And election is in the air, and the PNM won that seat the last time. I know I can understand if you and I are colleagues in our government, right? I call Mr. Johan and Mr. Oran by with election coming up by the road. If you may have paved the road, but the road has some pot. When I mean not pot, it's one of the whole. Yeah, if you pass through it, you short to your car, not the wheel alone staying in the pothole there. Right then after the police station there, the suspension will stay there. And I can understand if I have a parliamentary colleague and he remains here worked and win government for the election. I mean, they get things look a little good self. I mean, and I wonder sometimes.
It's so bad?
Yeah, well, it has some single potholes now. I mean, a couple of them along the way there. But what I mean, you are my parliamentary colleague, and I see that we have, I see that we have in hand. And I mean, at least we can make it look little puppy show at least before the election. At least I wonder sometimes. I mean, what if they really can? And the representative now he live up on the side that he passes this way on a daily basis. I mean, so I can't. I mean. Thinking of myself in government and a parliamentary colleague, I said, but yeah, I'm looking for them all and by election coming up.
That's
I
right.
mean, you know,
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Mr. Ali, I hear Lulu yet, you know.
Oh, let's put that one for tomorrow. We have just so many requests. That one for tomorrow for sure. Thank you. Good afternoon to you.
Ken, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Ken, you know, I've been listening to the program, people talking about Dr. Rowley. Let me tell you something, From Charlottesville to Speyside, from Scarborough to Palatuvi, Dr. Rowley is known as the hometown boy in Tobago. God, what Dr. Rowley say and what he did not say. That is Tobago talk. That's Tobago. So they don't take any slight from what Dr. Rowley has said. He has simply put his position on the table. So somebody can believe that if something happened that Dr. Rowley will do something to Tobago. That is not the case at all. That's not the case at all. And I think that they are taking the whole thing about his language, his syntax too far in relation to that thing.
Thanks. Except I have heard people like Watson, Duke and so on interpret it differently, Eric. But if you say it's Tobago talk, I mean, it appeared to me quite literally other than that. Now, let's take, before we take this call, okay, let's take the call first. Good afternoon to you.
I don't think anybody with greater qualification for PR for PNM than you know. Well,
let's see that. And you have Melda? Oh, Anne does not Melda. Good afternoon,
Ken and Anne. I have a...
Oh, no.
That's why we missed you today.
I sound like that lady from Parliament. What is her name? The
I don't know. Who's that?
Minister from the PNM. I forget her name, but she's in finance. Anyway, Ken, what I wanted to say is the Prime Minister of this country is hooked on power. And when you look at Granger in Guyana, he was a little dictator, a military person, trained to oppress people and gain power. The Prime Minister wants to own Tobago. He publicly stated that he is the biggest farmer in Tobago. He was the first person to ship goats and sheep to Trinidad and the whole Caribbean. When we're talking about shipping animals in food production, we're talking like Tyson. Tyson and chicken.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Quickly.
Those are when you're selling goat and you're selling sheep, you're not selling chicken. You're selling the upper echelon of meat. Once to tell everybody, hey, I can change Tobago and vote for this man who is like, and the Prime Minister using him as a sexual point, because we know that Mr. Watkins or whatever, he has some pending legal stuff going on, which is real stuff, because he was accused of raping a woman. But our Prime Minister is no different.
No, don't go there. Don't go there. Stick to the
Well,
issue.
well, I will
He is not
I
on.
was
No,
on low water.
the Prime Minister is not on any criminal charges, right?
The Prime Minister, I love listening to him speak. But the Prime Minister, I have to go because my...
Thank you. Okay, even the dogs protest in that statement. Stick to the issues and we'll
Of
entertain
course.
your calls. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Mr. Ali.
Yeah, hi.
The person she's trying to remember is Miss West.
Mhm.
But if she can't remember...
Please be crying.
Yeah, she does be crying. Never hear her voice. She does be crying. I'm sorry for that lady.
Probably she have to talk too much.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
We lost you. We have
lost
a few minutes. We want to end with another Sparrow song. We're paying tribute to him on his 85th birthday. We remind you, Ann and I are here tomorrow, 3 to 6, and we play some more Sparrow for you in between the discussions. We were able to get in some today. Of course, Sparrow is one of the most recorded artists in the world. We are selecting some. And let's hear this caller. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ken, again.
Hi.
Ken, the UNC was poised to win the general election, right? At this point in time, it is making every step one where they want to lose the election. I would like to encourage the party, and in particular the political leader, to have a look at the marginal constituencies. Right now, in Princestown, it's not a marginal, but it is making the point that you had Barry Padarat, who left this country at a time when he was country. And he is yet to come back into this country, and he's given the safe seat in Princestown. That shows the kind of hypocrisy that is being practiced in the party. Now, that don't feel that that don't have an effect in Barataria Sawa, in all the marginals. The mayor of Shagwana is Vandana Mohit, right? She is in no way could come in the class of Fazal Karim, a man who has worked very hard from the establishment of this party. And he has been replaced by her. I don't know what is her qualification. Will be affected the what I would call the Inchan Ismail effect, right? The people in Shagwana's east are not the people in Shagwana's west. It's two different catchment population, and I suspect that seat is in trouble. No matter how much Fazal walk with the party, he is not the candidate. And when people go to vote, they will be seeing Vandana Mohit, somebody who that they will not want. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your call. Thank you very much. Well, we're entertaining all calls. We all have opinions. I have opinions on this. Oh, Anne reminds me. First, it is 20. That time check is brought to you by Mr. Rajendra Rampasad, who is the People's National Movement candidate for Couva South constituency. Mr. Rampasad says, vote PNM. That was a paid political announcement. Good afternoon to you.
Ken, those guys who sell goats at the link up, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, of course.
All them go from Tobago.
Oh.
Yes.
Really? Oh.
Every week they go.
And they bring the boat from Tobago?
Come back with the boat. They
Right.
come back with the boat.
All right.
That is true.
Didn't know that first.
Right.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening, Ken.
Good
I'd like
afternoon.
to with the UNC put up a skeleton, please go and vote for it. We cannot stand our next 5 years of this non-performing Prime Minister. He only come into a fully pocket and lie. Please. We can't stand this man destroy the economy of this country. Okay? If you get nothing under the PNM and you get nothing under the UNC, because still take the nothing under the UNC. Oh God, man. We can't take this man again. This man lying. They call him tax and lying thieves.
All right, thank you. You know, I want to make this point, and it was Wade reminded us of it yesterday as we take this caller. We're going to have a deficit, a fiscal year of about 20. We're not going to raise more than about 30 billion, and the budget is more than 50, but let's say 20. And that is going to go down the road, all right? I am applying that to the politics. And whoever we vote into office, they must be able to manage the economy. You know, there was an advisor to President Clinton once, and he says, it's the economy, stupid. The man was James Carville. Go and research James Carville. He said, it's the economy, stupid. And whoever we put into office, their number one assignment is to manage our economy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you. Vandana Mohit. If them ever was not wrong for the past 10 years, she was a counselor. She went right through thick and strong. And the amount of things she do, just recently she was on papers. When she went and they make she the mayor, she was on Facebook, people were still saying all kind of things. Was if something bad, you know, people pick up on that fast. So how come he pick up on that? Understand? It's time enough. 3 years ago, I did not know who I going to vote. Prior to this, we've been suffering going down the road all the time. And if people come in to say something different, I'll look at him.
Okay.
Better than that.
All right. Thank you. It is 17 minutes to the hour of 6. We'll take some more calls and then we go out with one of the Mighty Sparrows classics. It is a love song, Only a Fool Breaks His Own Heart. It was #1 in several European countries for several weeks. And tomorrow when we regroup at 3 p.m., we have several. We're going to play Melda tomorrow, right? We're going to play Lulu. We got 2 requests for Lulu, you know. And we some others, several other between our discussions tomorrow. There's so many, literally so many Sparrow songs that we could pull from. We're happy that he is still around at age 85, hasn't been in the greatest of health, but he is there, and we thank him for entertaining us for all these many years. Good afternoon.
Ken, look for the one where he used the word pump to substitute heart.
Okay.
I don't want to be around when somebody to pick out the pieces when somebody break your pump.
Oh yeah. He used to say that during his concerts too.
Yeah, he substituted the word pump, and all those songs with heart, he brought it in. And
yeah, I don't want
pump.
to break your pump. Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Ken.
Hi.
Yeah. I feel this calypso long ago. Every one of those calypsos to have, I think, a story in every verse.
Yes, absolutely.
Complete story in every verse.
Yes, and the syntax, the language.
Now it's soca or kaiso. I don't know how they call it.
Because, and you know, we have more tertiary education than ever. So the education system has failed us.
Mr. Ken, it was unbelievable.
It is. You're right. The education system has failed us. You know, we have when we had GATE at its peak, more than 60% attendance of secondary school students in tertiary education. That was a real height, actually free in some cases. So there was a lot of attendance at tertiary institutions and so on. But it has not meant that more education and more certification. What we have is a lot of certification, jobs and things, and they're coming with endless certificates. But
good afternoon again. They make a full stop and start a sentence when sentence are. The one can't even read.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Can you have it right, you know? We had an education when we had education, where education was our culture, and our culture was education. When they moved culture, they had a ministry of certification.
We have endless certification, and they have endless certificates people working with, you know. People have MBAs and all kind of thing now who just do about 2 or 3 essays.
They do all the GC bar and put CXC bar to Lego certificate all about, you know.
And that is what UTT lowering the standards. We lower the standards with UTT. Everybody walking about with 2 and 3 degrees. And
chemical engineer coming out of UTT.
Yes, I know that. I talk about it.
Degree and all the way people. And if you take that anywhere in the world, well, there's something. If you go to Canada and you produce your GC, Cambridge, O levels, they treat you like a royalty, you know.
So on. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Karim. I worked 20 years in County, right? 20 years in County, okay? You hear me go down?
Very well. We always hear you well.
Right. I know Chris say you don't hear me at all. Right? For 15 years I put up all day. 15 years. I work in the Resource Center. Right? Okay?
Go ahead, sir. We're hearing.
What school?
Listen, I know where you're going with a personal attack on him, and I don't. No, listen.
School. There's no principal at all. His wife and senior teacher. His wife and senior teacher in Fifth President School. Fifth President School. I do a program with her.
Okay. Attacks on becoming. I have said before, I said on radio, and I've said it elsewhere too. I think Mr. Fazal Karim has been, and I'm not advocating for him to be a candidate or not be a candidate. I'm not into that. I am making the point that I think he was a transformative minister of tertiary education. And I've said tertiary education is vital to define people based on education and so on. I think he made a dramatic contribution in tertiary education, and for that I'm paying tribute to him.
That if he may have met me at 3 occasions, and if I see him in Gulf City, he will wave and talk to me, right? And he does not. He was one of those politicians. He reminds me of Sadiq Bash, that could walk the street like the ordinary man and still have a conversation with you despite the office he holds. And when I worked in the Ministry of Education and I saw what he was doing with tertiary education, right? The people that he brought in, he wasn't saying, remember, I am this to the ministry. He brought skillful people, right, from all walks of life and training to develop tertiary education to what it was. This government, under this PNM, brought education back down to common entrance. They don't have a clue what tertiary education involved. When Fazal was there, his innovation in how to do things, that, for example, that element of the Camden, the industry that he was focusing on is one of those few industries that has the potential for creating a lot of jobs, right? And people don't seem to understand that there was this capacity that he was trying to fill with what he was doing there at Camden and so on. I think he was a phenomenal, excellent human being, and I really want to congratulate him for the service that he gives to this country. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thanks, people who've contributed to our society. We must do that. We mustn't criticize and pull down. This is why I took some time yesterday to acknowledge the contribution of Dr. Botiwari, and said that I felt, and I say it again, that he should have been treated differently in dispensing with the services as a candidate.
Yeah, that's why he's so accessible, and he has all this knowledge and all kind of things. And not only him, Cameron really think he is a practicing Muslim, go to the Christian church, go to the temple, and his wife is a Christian minister. So she is looking at the backlash all around. She could pull plenty votes. So I don't know if she sometimes her selection where it is really be. You understand?
Candidates and so on, but I'll give
That's internal party matters.
Yeah, well, I'll give my thoughts about people who I think have contributed to the country. Well, we're heading to 6 p.m. We are going to go out with Sparrows, Only a Fool Breaks His Own Heart. And 6 p.m. newscast, he's going to have another wonderful program. I am always in his audience, and I enjoy it very much. Maybe King will call and sing our next song. Man who sing the Tabanka song 40 years after. 40, that is the song. There's a story to the song, in addition to the song, of course. We plan to be here at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Shiva, who puts us on YouTube and radio.com. And, of course, on the bandwidth, the radio bandwidth. We got a lot of messages. We do not always acknowledge them, but we appreciate every one of them. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.
Why do I keep fooling myself when I know you love someone else? Only if